city of Chester has one of the deepest histories in Britain, a city which was originally occupied by the Romans under the name Diva Victrix, and over the centuries it has known turbulent times, no much more so than in the English Civil War when the city was besieged by parliamentarian troops. So is it any wonder that Chester is known as the City of Spirits, one of the most haunted cities in the entire world? And at the very heart of the city lies its most haunted building.
I'm still racking my brains about the last couple of weeks. It's getting very confusing in my brain right now because what is happening here? How are all of these things happening so consistently? I cannot work it out.
Our research has hit a real stumbling block and we cannot find out who this Charles character is. We now move into the next stage where we actually go into Chester Archives, the building, to try and find any link between a Charles and this building in the late 1600s.
I still feel room 6, which we're in now, has a lot more to offer. This used to be the infamous room that everyone wanted to stay in because it was so haunted. Now we're hearing knocks and bangs, we're getting words through on some of the equipment we're using, but I know it's got a lot more. I know there's poltergeist activity that's happening here. We want to catch that on camera soon. But the feedback from the guests we're having at the moment, they all want to come back and stay. It's been amazing.
Over the last couple of weeks, the stuff that's been happening really is starting to change my mind a little bit. I'm still very skeptical and I still question everything constantly, but that I see you that happened last week really has me stumped. I think if it hadn't happened to me completely that personally, I wouldn't even believe it, but yep, I'm getting there slowly, I think.
All of the base readings that we took last week using the paranormal puck device, measuring all these barometric pressure systems, electromagnetic field, humidity, everything, literally every single scientific aspect we measured last week, and we cannot find any abnormalities, if you like. So when this activity does happen and we receive a significant spike in one of these fields, it's definitely a paranormal event. Now, just because I say paranormal, it doesn't mean that it's proof of ghosts or hauntings. It just means it's not a normal event. It's our job to now find patterns between these readings. Very, very strange. I'd be interested to now see if the banging phenomena that happens in room 6 in particular can cause any of these frequencies to spike.
So the big question I have is, who is the shadow figure? Now, it was the first apparition I'd seen in the building going back in 2014. I haven't seen it since yet. Again, as I said to Danny and Brett, I see things in the corner of my eye all the time, and when I try and verify it with the cameras, there's nothing there. Another question, I suppose, can you see things that the cameras don't see? Is it weird why we've captured the shadow figure on camera, not on video camera? Is it taking still moments in time which a normal camera can't capture? Or are we missing the trick with something and need to slow the cameras right down?
Okay, so it's Monday here at my haunted hotel and Brett and I have come to meet Harry because last week we received some of the clearest banging we've ever had here. And we wanted to put a bit of a skeptical spin on it for the viewers, even though the three of us, I think it's fair to say, are fully convinced this is paranormal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, last week we heard banging from around the whole building. We were sat in the office and we could just hear it resonating around the building.
Oh, another big bang.
There's a bang then. It was thin. I don't think it was in our room.
What is going on tonight?
I was echoing around the room then, wasn't it?
It's just constant. These bangs, they're just coming from everywhere.
Yeah, just to clarify that, obviously I've been here 10 years now, and the banging that we're hearing isn't the building making noises. It's not your normal little creaks and bangs or little noises. It's serious, big bangs. So
absolutely, yeah. And I think I mentioned in a previous episode in a voiceover that these cameras, as you can see, are attached to the wall. So this banging sounds a lot louder than it actually is in here. We're going to head into room 5 shortly as well and prove that knocking on that wall sounds completely different. But this banging is coming from around here, the boom box, and there's no pipes. This is not natural occurring banging sounds. This is really, really strange, and there's no pattern behind it at all.
I mean, yeah, this box has kind of come a bit infamous with the building. We don't really know what it is. There is a radiator close by, however, these radiators don't even work anymore. It's part of the reason it's not an actual hotel anymore. So it's is it potentially something to do with the boombox? We don't really know. We've had readings off it from other things, but we just don't know whether this is what's causing it or not.
No, there was one particular reading that was very high right next to it. I think it's when we had the guys from Real Life Ghost Stories and We Need to Talk About Ghosts over.
Yeah.
But as you can see right now, this is just giving up to 0.4, 0.3 milligauss, 0.5, very normal readings. Okay, so we are in room 5, and over recent weeks, many guests have heard huge thuds coming from this section, and also by the bathroom door here as well. And again, this is not natural banging audio.
Now, if you've been here before, you'll understand the logistics of this building a bit better. So just to kind of break it down, this is the wall of room 6 on the other side. So if there's ever a bang on this wall, we 100% know whether there's someone in room 6 or not. And it's often the time when there is either nobody in there or they're just sat on their beds. And it's very clear as to which room it comes from as well. We can clearly tell that it's louder on the room 5 cameras than it is in room 6.
It is Wednesday night at my haunted hotel, and 3 rooms are checking in. Things remain a mystery here in this historic inn, and with back-to-back investigations this week, the question is, would we be able to capture more hard evidence of the hauntings here? Just before our guests head upstairs, this happens.
Thank you. No problem.
Gosh, that's hot. Yeah.
Nice. This as well. I'm gonna have to watch that being in there.
I feel alright in here, do you? At the moment, anyway. Things might change.
Howdy. Dolls down already.
That's a good start.
Yeah, move her back.
Yeah, she's all over.
Okay.
So I'll go doll side then, shall I?
Alright, lovey.
Yeah, just
Time to put you back up.
No! Damn it! No! He didn't flinch! He didn't even flinch! What the hell? Didn't even look at you!
God damn it!
Welcome guys, Wednesday night at my haunted hotel. And tonight's a hot night. He's giving it some beans.
He's on a haircut, look at him, he's on it.
Yeah, I'm on my haunted hotel up tonight.
That's energy. I like it.
So it's hot, isn't it boys? He's got a hoodie on because he's had a tattoo.
Don't want to get infected by Brett.
But I want to ask you, my theories again, right? If it's an active night, last time it was so active it was on a heat wave, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Let's see what happens tonight.
Yeah, we'll see if this works.
Tried to get him with scare cam. Failed.
Didn't even blink.
Embarrassing and anything, money.
It was a little bit,
We spent a long time setting that up.
I'm ashamed. I blame you.
I shuffled papers for a good 10 minutes.
I blame you. You gave it away.
No, I didn't. I'm a back to him.
You were doing something with papers that looked, you just kept on and you put them down.
I had nothing else to do. I was stood there for 10 minutes.
We've come back to speak with you. We've been here a few times now. Can you let us know that you can hear us?
Hi guys, so tonight we're staying in my haunted hotel. Really excited to do this one. Been on our kind of bucket list, wanting to do it for last couple of months now, so really excited about this.
So exciting.
Yeah, the pub that we're staying in tonight, we're staying in room 1. I think this dates back to 1622, and then it's said to be haunted by 13 spirits, so we're excited to see what we get tonight. Room 1 has been the room that we've been chosen to stay in. It's got a lot of history, and yeah, we're just set up now. Got a few bits of equipment dotted around, and we're just going to try and make contact with the spirits in here.
Yeah.
Can you see where we are?
Which room are you in?
Can you see?
Exactly 49 minutes into the investigation, things begin to happen. We have moved the guests into each other's rooms at this point, and Mark and Yvonne witness their first piece of evidence. The real question tonight is, do we put someone in room 2 to do a lone vigil with the Introvox?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Have you got any way of deciding that?
Should we let fate decide?
What?
Oh! Spirits say yes. Let's do this.
Can you knock again on the wall like this?
Oh, thank you.
Holy moly.
Thank you very much.
Whoa!
That was loud.
It's like last week, isn't it?
Did you get that?
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Thank you very much.
Is there a baby behind this wall, sir? That was right here by my feet.
I've got chills.
Just to confirm, sir, is there a baby behind this wall? Behind this wall to the side here? Hello?
We're watching you guys.
Okay, alright. Sir,
They're not coming from by there.
it's down by,
Right here.
it's down by, just by my feet, just to the side here.
A multitude of unexplainable bangs heard in both rooms 5 and 6, but neither room hears each other's bangs, which prove that these are originating in those exact rooms. What is even more interesting is that the EMF detector in room 5 spikes fully at the exact time, indicating a huge wave of electromagnetic energy.
Can you knock again on the wall like this?
Is there a baby behind this wall, sir? That was right here by my feet.
I've got chills.
Just to confirm, sir, is there a baby behind this wall? Behind this wall to the side here?
Half an hour later, we attempt a brand new experiment with the guests.
So quite a big one. We have now moved everyone to the front of the building. I don't know if we've done this before,
No.
but we've actually done it in 3 sections. So we actually have the Estes method going on in rooms 1 and 3. We have the Introvox setup in room 2, and then we've got the 2 girls doing an Alice box session in room 4. We have started these experiments all at exactly the same time, so it'd be quite interesting to see whether something kind of plays off the other things that are going on in the room.
Yeah.
Should be a cool one.
This is going to be big. We've got multiple investigation techniques going on. ITC, white noise. We've even got the white noise TV on in room 1. This could be huge, boys, and it's actually been quite an active night so far as well.
Can you try and tell us how many spirits are with you on the other side? Or in this building?
Cellar. That's what we want.
Who resides in this room? Make yourself known.
We understand that there was a sword found under the floor in this room and a pair of shoes. Can you tell us anything about those?
It is Wednesday night at my haunted hotel, and we have moved all of the guests to the front side of the building to conduct various investigation techniques. We are about to witness one of those famous waves of paranormal activity that's happened here unexpectedly.
Are you a man?
Are you a woman? Are you something else?
Full sentence male, but I couldn't work out.
Get out.
Deliberate.
Get out. Deliberate. I don't like that.
Why is a growl being heard in here?
Come in, and then a name, male voice.
Are you that murderer?
Oh, what was that?
I don't like that whisper after last week. That's horrible. It reminded me of last week. That was...
We need to find out what that said.
Speak with me again. Are you the murderer?
Male, yes.
Oh, what is going on there? He's answering their questions.
Tell us the name. I have asked you your name.
No. That sounded like no.
It was like, tell me your name. No.
How many people have you killed?
Female, really clear, 11.
Brett, the man next door, it sounds like he's answering the questions that we're asking.
That's really interesting. So, he's actually doing the S-test method in room 3, and is he answering questions?
Yeah, we just asked how many people he killed, and he just said 11.
He said a woman's voice.
Okay, this is interesting because actually his partner is in room 1 asking questions, but actually it seems as if he's answering your questions. He won't be able to hear you. He has voice cancelling headphones of his own on.
Danger. Okay, that's us done. No. Well, I'm not doing any more.
Why are you not speaking to us now? Ooh. Big fans going off, mate.
This was 4 minutes of absolute madness as the same female voice manifests in room 2. We believe she says, "He's watching," and then directly replies, "No," when Mark asks for their name. This is all happening whilst we believe the male entity, possibly Charles, is responding through the S-test method in room 3. Could the female entity in room 2 be trying to warn Mark and Yvonne that the negative male is watching? This is all followed by banging sounds in rooms 1 and 2. Watch again.
Get out.
Deliberate.
Get out. Deliberate.
Why is a growl being heard in here?
Come in, and then a name, male voice.
Are you that murderer? Speak with me again. Are you the murderer?
Male, yes.
Tell us the name.
How many people have you killed?
Female, really clear, 11.
Danger.
Why are you not speaking to us now? Ooh. Big fans going off, mate.
My name's Rianne.
And my name's James.
And we are from Staffordshire Paranormal Explorers. We're here tonight. What do you make of it so far?
It's been interesting. I think there's
Really
been some
interesting.
things that have happened already that I can't explain. There's been a lot of knocking, the spirit balls going off when they're in rooms on their own and things like that. So
massive bangs. everything.
I think I missed most of it because I was doing the S-test method while a lot of stuff was going on, so I'm excited to see that back.
Yeah.
For the rest of the night though, it's gonna, if it carries on like this, it's going to be a tense night indeed. I mean, you've just heard possibly the necklace moving and
possibly we need to check that
dressing table. So,
how do you feel about spending the night here?
Like I say, very nervous.
Yeah?
Very nervous. Yeah. But
how much sleep do you think we'll get?
Not much.
No.
no, not much at all.
Maybe 1-2 hours, maybe.
Yeah, excited to go on. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shall crack on.
Let's get back to it.
Definitely.
I'm Mark, this is Yvonne. This is our second time around being here, where it's the haunted hotel. However, we were here before as part of the haunted hunts to do one of their vigils that they do. Quiet night to start with, and then it's just kicked off well and truly.
So we were sent into room 2 and to do an Introvox session, and it was quite quiet, nothing through. Then we had a voice, we're not quite sure what it said, so we're hoping that Danny and the team can look back and find out what was said. So we then started asking some more questions and asking about murders and things like that, and we got a voice through, and then all of a sudden there was bangs in the hall, bangs in the room next to us, and the place erupted. So it's been quite exciting, if not a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but good. This is what we're here for at the end of the day, to try and get this kind of feedback from the place, because we still don't know what the secret is properly. We think we do, but we're not too sure. But I think it's going to be a night of golden, I think, what's going on here, because it doesn't like being called a murderer and a coward. So I think we're going to push it hard tonight, and we'll go from there.
We've been interested in the paranormal for years. We've done loads of locations, haven't we? Did an investigation here, when was it?
February, I think, just before it opened as My Haunted Hotel.
And we had some really good things come back from that. And that's sort of when all this thing about the secret started unravelling, so we had to come back
see what
to do the haunted hotel. Yeah, figure out what the secret is. We've had some really interesting things tonight, actually, in room 5.
Room 5, yeah. Yeah, room 5's been really good.
Quite intelligent KT responses, we think, and then 2 thuds right under our feet, which Danny and the guys said that on the cameras it clearly came from room 5, because you could hear it in the corridor and in the other rooms, but it was very loud.
We could feel it under our feet. It was right by us. And that followed on from noises in the corridor and then responses on the K2. So it all sort of triangulated, didn't it? It was really good.
What the hell has just happened?
We don't know. Just everything. Everything at once.
Now, we're firm believers here that all the noises that go on in the building, the white noise, we've just joined everything together and it kicked off big time, as well as it being hot as well.
Yeah, it's true. And they were all on that one side of the building, but my God, voices through the Introvox, ITC responses, S-test method responses, and then huge bangs. It comes in waves, and now it's all just gone very quiet again.
Yeah, all of a sudden. We've had to spend quite a while just combing through the footage then, because so much happened at every one time then that we couldn't even keep on top of it.
We are halfway through Wednesday night's investigation, and what is turning out to be a highly active evening is about to get even more sensational. James and Rianne head to the downstairs bar as the other 4 guests remain upstairs. We challenge Emmeline to head into room 2 alone.
So at the start of this investigation, we left it up to the gods to decide if someone's going to do a lone vigil in room 2. And that time has now come. We're going to send Emmeline from room 6 into room 2 on her own. Now also the 2 guys from room 1, Rianne and James, are downstairs in the bar, and the question is, does Rianne do a lone vigil in the cellar? Oh, saved.
Oh, she's safe.
It is no.
Danny?
Hello.
I hate you, just for the record.
Learn to hate the Queen.
stay with us. We know somebody or something is here.
Already.
We know you're already here. We know. But show us. Show us that you are here.
Have you ever actually had a hustler burger?
A hustler or a rustler?
A rustler burger, sorry. Have you had one?
Yeah, when I was like fat, when I was 21.
21? A long time ago then, yeah?
Not as long as me.
Do you want to wear that hustler burger?
I'm actually terrified. I came out of that kitchen then expecting a scare cam moment. I'm constantly on edge now. I'm the only one left.
Harry's copped that all up for us, hasn't he?
Is there anybody in here with me?
We are being polite. We are being courteous. You must be courteous back.
Oh my God.
An unexplained and sinister dragging sound is heard in room 2, and Emmeline heads straight for the door. Mark in room 5 runs out to find out what has happened.
Oh my God.
Emily's just heard a scraping sound on the floor of room 2. She's now asked if Mark, one of the guys, can go in with her. We're going to leave it up to fate. Oh, yes.
You're in luck. The coin said yes.
It's a good job because you had no choice anyway.
Yeah.
Come in to us if you are outside. That's it. Come in to us. Come on. Come closer.
Words cannot describe just how solid this piece of evidence is. Some of the clearest disembodied footsteps ever captured in this building, and as you can see from our corridor cameras, these are completely unexplainable. Both Mark and Emmeline are gobsmacked by this.
Come in to us if you are outside. That's it. Come in to us. Come on. Come closer.
After this incredible capture, the wave of activity stops, and finally, we bring all guests into the function room to conduct an Introvox session, where we capture something very disturbing.
Make this sound.
A disembodied voice manifests in the doorway to the old brothel section and sounds unlike anything we have heard before. Listen again. Wednesday's investigation had given us and our guests some of the most compelling and outstanding evidence since My Haunted Hotel opened. But it was not over.
Yeah, we found tonight amazing. The activity came in fluxes. So 1 minute it was really quiet, and then the next minute it was just this boom of activity,
so very
all
exciting.
happening at once.
I think for me it was probably the S-test method that I did in room 3, and then just being able to kind of explore the different areas and investigate all around the building's been really, really good. I think the rest of the night's going to be really interesting. I think we've had lots of like waves of different activity throughout the night. Some of it quite scary, to be fair, and I don't get scared easy, but there's things that have come through that are making me a bit worried about tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, really good. Lots of noise and some stuff coming through on the Introvox session. People have heard dragon sounds, knocks, footsteps. It's been all action.
Yeah, pretty chaotic, really, from what started off quiet to then just pure mayhem, then a bit quiet, and then it started again. So yeah, we've had everything tonight, pretty much. We were doing the Introvox session, and we could hear the S-test method going on next door. The questions we were asking, the gentleman who was doing it seemed to be answering our questions, which, as you know, is just amazing. It really is.
How many people have you killed?
Female, really clear, 11.
Are you that murderer? Tell us the name.
Yeah, hopefully we can just hear a few noises or whispers that's been caught before in this room, so that would be great if we could hear that.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much. And it's still happening now. Thank you. Still going. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. That battery on that ball's near enough going as well. So it's quite hard to get going. So that's pretty amazing. Is that you, Billy? Is that the little boy? Can you do it again for us? Can you touch it one more time? Oh, you're not going to because the camera's on. Oh, difficult. And that just sums up the night. It's Oh, thank you.
He doesn't like the camera.
Yeah.
Tonight has been scary,
lively,
interesting, really interesting. Some really
very
interesting
interesting.
answers.
Is there a baby behind this wall, sir? That was right here by my feet.
I've got chills.
Just to confirm, sir, is there a baby behind this wall? Behind this wall to the side here?
The highlight of the night for me was I was sent into room 2 by myself, and I heard a dragging noise very close to me. Gonna be honest, I ran out of the room, but that was really, really interesting and very scary.
Oh my god.
And I think also when you've got stuff going on in all the rooms, and activity just seemed to completely go off the charts.
Yeah, it sort of flooded the upstairs.
It'll be interesting to see when you look back how everything ties in together.
So we were all sitting downstairs and nothing much had been happening. Hello?
Tonight, unlike last week, was pretty active. We had one massive wave when we put everyone doing a different experiment. And what was really interesting was all these experiments started to intertwine with each other. People were answering questions in other rooms that weren't intentional at all. It was an interesting experiment tonight, and it worked.
Yeah, it's been an epic night tonight, hasn't it? I said the experiments to be done in rooms 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yeah, it was. I said Introvox was going off. They were asking questions. The guy in room 3 had headphones on, so he couldn't hear anything. But yeah, he was. What was it? How many people had he killed? And he said 11 straight away.
Yeah, I've tonight has been a night where it's given me utter chills just because of what happened at the end there in the when we were in the function room. Whatever that voice was that came over the white noise, it came from somewhere in the doorway to the brothel, and it was loud and it was disturbing, and that has really freaked me out. And the activity didn't stop. Just as I was filming the guests' final interviews, the ball starts going off in room 5, and then there was a huge thud in room 6.
It's just going. You said it at the end of the investigation. you think something's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, I do, honestly.
We don't know this for sure on recording this, obviously, but it feels like really late on tonight, stuff has just started happening again all of a sudden. I'm really interested to check in the morning to see whether these guys get back to us about what went on.
Our predictions were not wrong. As Thursday morning's reports came in, we discovered that our guests were disturbed throughout the night. Well, it is Thursday night here at my haunted hotel, and last night was eventful to say the least, and not just during our investigation. It carried on into the night, as Brett here experienced, and the guys in room 5 and 6, who can only describe it as a presence within the actual rooms. Just take a look at this. There's nothing captured on audio, but you can clearly see them being disturbed by something.
I don't know what it was. It was like it was right in this corner. It proper scared me. I don't know what's happened in the other guys' rooms yet because they haven't got back to us. You can hear the road outside. It's so warm tonight. I just can't. I can't even breathe in here. It's so hot. Check the time. Yes. Just. What was that?
Get that then.
Yeah.
That woke me up, I was gone. You in 3, Brett?
Yes.
Yeah, are you hearing this?
Yeah, what's going on?
It's just going, there's bangs everywhere.
Oh god, okay, bear with,
It's getting louder and louder and louder. I'm gonna go see, not the people.
I think they've...
It's room 1 and 6, isn't it?
Yeah. Apologies for anyone I may have offended during that footage in just my boxers. Not ideal, but I had to turn the cameras back on because the bangs that were here in that room were crazy.
Yeah.
And then people were just waking up. You could hear everyone all around the hotel saying, "What's going on? It was mad." So it turns out we had another cancellation, unfortunately. So we just have the one room in tonight. These guys have never done an investigation before, but they have seen all the shows. They have seen your show. They've seen the better version of your show, which is this one. And
I would agree.
But yeah, they have gone straight into it. Fair play. They've gone straight into calling out. We've already debunked a few things that they've picked up on. So it'll be interesting to kind of talk them through their night. What is that?
Is the girl going in the cellar tonight, Roxy is her name?
Yes.
It's her birthday as well.
It
Is
is.
she going in the cellar tonight on her own for a birthday alone vigil?
Ah! Spirit says yes!
It is Thursday night at my haunted hotel, and with the energy still pumping around the location after an incredible 24 hours, things seem eerily quiet.
Was this room where you like to relax? Or did you try and use it for work instead?
An hour into the investigation, and suddenly one of the building's famous waves of activity catches us all by surprise.
Doll.
Huh?
The doll just flipped off.
Oh my god.
That was put well up against the wall, though.
That was completely
literally lent against the wall.
Is the room smaller than what you remember?
Oh.
That girl's voice, a woman's voice.
Oh.
What was that?
Where was the staircase?
The same female voice manifests again, and although we do not know what the entity says, we believe the first response says, people. Could this entity be aware that Roxy and Paul are in the room and possibly be telling another entity that there are people here?
Are you able to move the rocking chair in the middle of the room? Thank you.
This is mad active again tonight.
The REM device picks up on a disturbance and it is placed right next to the boom box. All of a sudden, all activity ceases and it falls completely quiet for the next 3 hours. As we move past midnight, Roxy and Paul head downstairs into the bar area. Harry heads home and both Brett and I are left confused as to why everything has fallen so quiet. And then something happens which defies all logic. We are presented with the absolute proof of this 400-year-old building's hauntings.
Well, Harry has left us.
He's up early for the beer delivery, but speaking of the beer delivery, we've sent birthday girl down into the cellar as per your coin.
The coin said so. Roxy's down there on her own. It's been a weird night. It's been really quiet, but so much kicked off in room 6 earlier.
It did, yeah. It had a similar feeling to last night in terms of lots happened all at once again, but it happens quite often. You have these waves of just stuff happening here. She's not happy to be down there though.
Me and Hustler here are in for the long haul.
We are.
Can you make that light show a different colour again?
Do you wonder... Was there 3 bangs upstairs then?
No, we didn't hear any bangs though.
From where I am, if you can see me on the camera, top left there was 3, it sounded like footsteps that went boom, boom, boom.
Can you ask for that to happen again?
Yeah. If you could hear me then, are you able to do those footsteps again, please? Bang again. That's brilliant. Can you do it again?
I heard that one.
Roxy has just heard 3 bangs coming from somewhere within the cellar, and then she asked for it to happen again, and 1 bang came back. We didn't hear the 3, but we heard the 1 definitely.
Yeah.
Are you able to do any of the banging again, please?
That way.
We'd get a better shot of it
Yeah,
there
exactly.
anyway.
Yeah. And then you use the 1 in the cellar for. Oh, what the f*** is all that mist? Look at the table cam.
I don't know. What is that?
It's round like.
I don't know.
Oh, I swear something's just moved then. I swear to God something's just moved. What just moved?
Prepare yourselves for some of the most compelling evidence you will ever see.
No.
Good, bro.
We need to go in there now.
This is without a doubt the biggest moment since My Haunted Hotel opened, as our cameras in the brothel section capture a chair moving by itself. As Brett and I try to compose ourselves, we film the aftermath of this gigantic moment.
We cannot actually just believe what we have witnessed here.
Touch it.
This is unbelievable. Oh my Christ.
We were just sat in there.
Is that go over there?
I can't feel or see anything in this room that could be.
Hang on, I've got night vision, so I can't see any mist at all. Brett and I have just noticed a mist, like I don't know, it was like a swirling mist around this camera, and then all of a sudden the chair over there moved by itself. It moved by itself.
Front half of it's got wheels on it. Oh, I say front half. One leg has a wheel on it.
The chair moved, Brett. The chair moved. There's no way.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but I don't believe it. Like, well, I've just watched it, but it just doesn't feel real.
What don't you believe? The chair just f***ing moved.
Yeah, but it's just... We didn't even hear it, because we were talking,
I can't believe what's just happened. This is unbelievable.
Racing. Sod the rocking chair. We've just watched it happen in front of our eyes.
During all of this commotion, something else is about to happen, and we only realise this the following day after we see an event happen in room 2. Prepare yourselves again. At 12:21 AM, our camera in room 2 captures an audio event, and upon reviewing this, we are hit with a cold chill as we hear a deep, guttural voice saying, "He's coming." And at this point, the entire top floor is empty. This is truly disturbing.
Heard scrapes and bangs from up here quite a lot. Didn't really radio it through because it's an old building. It could just be settling wood still from what being walked across. But then you heard them screaming from the office.
I did hear a bit of commotion, and then to find out what it was and to go up ourselves and be able to try and pull the chairs backwards to see how easy it'd actually move. They're not easy to move. The one that's even moved, it's got a broken part on it, so it's not going to be as easy as the others. We saw both camera angles. We've been able to look under the table ourselves. We know that there's nothing that can pull anything from there. We're able to see that there's no one near the chair when it moves. We know that it couldn't physically move backwards because there's a wall and a window there. There's nothing that could get behind it. So very, very happy that there was no way that could have been tampered with or anything.
We saw it. That chair moved. I can't believe that we've just seen that. I know Danny's super happy that we've caught it on camera, and obviously that's what we're here to do. But with the rocking chair, we were at home. It didn't hit the same. We were excited about it, but it happened, and we were 20 feet away. I've got no words. I can't even really put it into words how I feel about it, because I think it's just... The last few weeks in this building have messed with me so bad.
I can believe it, but I can't believe it. Like, we have just witnessed a chair move from 2 camera angles, moved by itself, and we have it on a pen drive forever. It's there, it's cemented, it's history making, and Brett and I were in the next room while it happened. That's it. There's no more needs to be said. This is it. We've just caught 100% proof of the hauntings in this building. That's a bold statement to say it's 100%, but it is 100% proof. It's 200% proof. It's happened. That's it. Game over. Done.
A week that has made history here inside the UK's most haunted hotel, and this has now given us proof that the cameras installed here are proving to be vital in our hunt for compelling and groundbreaking evidence. We are fully confident that in the coming months we will be able to document more and more, and our guests will be there to witness it. We'll see you soon.
Have you tried Greek meatballs?
No.
Do you want to
I
try
want
some?
to.